G'day, I'm Scotty Tucker. In this video I just wanted to talk about EPDM liner and why you should choose it for your dam or pond. Quite a common question that I get asked, what type of liner is best for my dam or pond, and in the majority of cases I do come back to EPDM. EPDM stands for an enormous amount of ethyl whatever chemical name, but it's basically a rubber. So it's EPDM rubber, and that's one of the key things with why you want to use it, especially in an aesthetic type of dam or in a pond, backyard pond. And the main reason for that being rubber is that it's got some give, it's got some stretch and some flexibility. It's quite elastic compared to some of the other plastic type liners. It also is quite easy to install. You don't need to have specialist equipment to join it. It comes in a variety of different size of rolls and also different thicknesses. So depending on what your application is, you can go from a small lightweight thickness right up to a heavy duty type thickness. The rubber liners, the EPDM rubber, it doesn't need heat welding equipment to join it. It's joined with a primer and tape type system. So what happens is that you prime the surface with the primer, and that then you put down a tape, and it sets off a vulcanizing, a chemical bonding process. A very, very strong join. So it's quite good for the DIY market. So if you're wanting to line a dam yourself, or you've got some tradies to come in, or landscapers, you don't need to get specialist qualified lining professionals to come in and do it. So that can save on some installation costs. Also makes it quite easy to repair. If you've got an animal that pierces it, if you've got during the installation you tear it or rip it or whatever, again, you don't need to have a professional installer come in with heat welding equipment to repair it. You can just patch it up yourself using the same sort of primer type system. Being rubber, it's highly UV stable. A lot of the plastic type liners, PVCs, HDPEs, polypropylene, LDPE, FP, like there's all sorts of different other types of liners, the majority of which have got plasticizers in them. And what happens over time with plasticizers is that with the UV sun degradation, they become brittle. And quite quickly with some of them, especially some of the really thin, cheap and nasty type liners, they will become brittle over time and start cracking. So EPDM won't do that. It's highly UV stable. They're chemically inert in terms of they're not going to leach anything into your water, so they're safe for wildlife and fish. They're also chemical resistant to a lot of the chemicals, so in wastewater sort of applications, they're quite useful for holding water. And as part of that nature of being UV stable and quite thick and strong, they have quite a long warranty on the majority, anything ranging from 10 to 20 years depending on the thickness and the manufacturer. So EPDM is what I think in the majority of cases the best choice for lining ponds or dams.